Hello, Professor. So we're here in Lab 3, and I'm going to show you in this section, you called for us to get some code up and running, and it was in the 6.6. So this is the code right here, and you wanted us to make two alternate versions of that base code. So the first code that I'm going to show you here is going to be that base code. And what we can tell from this is it should, after running it and doing these different steps, I've set up um, this breakpoint here. And once we go through the steps, we should see our R5, R6, R7, R8, and R9, and R10 change to those values. So let's go ahead and run that just to make sure we're here. We're already running it. So let's step into our first main here. It's registering our PC. Now it's going on to the block one, which is in our memory. We've stored at the bottom here. And it's going to take that for R4. And as you can see, R4 now has changed to 2000. Now it's changed to 2002. And R5 has changed to 1122. And R4 is now changed to 2004. R6 is now changed to 3344. R7 is already stored at that value for our base model for whatever reason. Our MSP stores R7 at the same one that the example called for. So we're just going to continue on. R8 has been changed to 0088. R4 is now just 2007. And then R10 is going to be 0077. And our R4 value is going to be 2008. And that should be it. So for our alternate one here, let's start this debugging. Yes, we'll continue. And nothing is happening on the board throughout this whole process. This is just showing that we can do these different registry modes. And the second one here is going to be it's going to be the index mode addressing. So, as you can see, it's pretty similar to the original, which was just going to be um, our, sorry, I'm getting used to the names of these different modes. Uh, Indirect auto increment mode addressing. So pretty similar, other than, as you can see here, instead of going and adding at two at a time in the move.b, the bytes, we only need to move one at a time now. I'm not sure why that is. I initially did double digits like original, but that wasn't giving me the right values. So we'll see here as we go through. Here's our PC. Now here's our R4. And as you can see here in this mode, our R4 value actually doesn't change. It stays at 2000, but it will still grab our modes, our block one from here in our memory allocation. So we'll add on to the next increment, and as you can see, it's adding up. R7, as you can see, it doesn't change anything because that's the base save. And then R8, and then R9, and then R10. And just to double verify, as you can see, these are the values for those. 122, 3344, 5566, 0088, 0077, 0088. 00AA, 0077, 0088, 5566, 3344, 1122. So that's the correct values. And then that one was a lot easier to do. And then come over here, and this one was for the um, indirect registry addressing. And this one is a little bit more archaic. We actually had to individually add and separate a separate comment row for that, and add two for these initial values and then add one for these ending values. Um, and let's run this debugger. Yeah, and we got our breakpoint set up. Here we go. Now let's go to the next step. PC's been saved. R4. This one doesn't even take R4 at all. It leaves it. Oh, there we go. And so it'll add 2 onto R4 right there, just like how the initial program we created. Um, and then here we go. It's changing them. Here we go. R8 is going to 088. And then R9 should go to 077. Perfect. And then 88 AA. Okay. And just to verify, here we go. AA 7788664422. AA 7788664422. And there you have it. That is lab number 3. They showed off these 3 different base code files in assembly, and we manipulated them to be the different addressing modes. And I would say these 3 out of the 7 that we were given, these 3 are probably the most complicated out of the lot. Because the others just have a basic symbol, and this one you actually have to do memory. You have to actually create a little memory allocation down here for the individual blocks that you're going to use. But yeah, and here's my board. It was plugged in the whole time. Didn't do anything physically. That's because we didn't have any LED chain set up. But maybe for future labs we can do that. All right. Thank you.